Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm taking you through my 5 a.m. morning routine. This morning routine has absolutely changed the game for me. It has made me feel so good, so productive. There's just nothing like having those extra morning hours. So the first thing that I do without fail every morning is I make my bed. This just signals to my brain that it's time to get up. We're not getting back in bed, we're starting the day. And then I get dressed immediately, which is another hint to my brain that we're gonna get moving. If I stay in my pajamas, I'm more likely to get back in bed. Then I brush my teeth. Then I like to use essential oils. So I have a diffuser in my bathroom as well as my kitchen, and I've been loving citrusy smells, and this just really helps me set the vibe. I'm all about setting the tone for the rest of the day, first thing in the morning. So having really good smells and keeping the lights low. I typically don't like to use a lot of light. I usually would just be in the kitchen dark at this point, but because I'm filming, I had to turn lights on. But doing this just allows you to work with your circadian rhythm. The first thing in my body is water. It's incredibly important to rehydrate after you sleep all night. And then the first thing that I do is I work out. I found that working out first thing really helps me move stagnant energy out of the body and wakes my body up, wakes my brain up, gets my body warm so that I can practice yoga after, and just getting the hard thing out of the way first. Sometimes if I wait too long to work out, I somehow find excuses not to get to it. So just doing it first thing in the morning allows me to really tackle that task first, and it just makes me feel so good. And my workouts are usually 30 minutes, and they're full body workouts. After my workout, it's time for me to get into my yoga practice. So by now my body's warm, which is great. I throw on a really nice playlist and I just move intuitively. But before I start to practice, I do a couple of rounds of Nali Kriya, which is a cleansing technique. And then once I'm done with my Nali Kriya, like I said, I just move on my mat intuitively. I don't get on my mat with a plan. I just like to move in a way that feels good and move with my breath. My yoga practice is roughly 30 minutes, and I like to do all kinds of things, just whatever's feeling right. I definitely always throw in some hip openers, as well as some inversions because those are fun for me. But I just really let this time be a time for me to connect with my body, slow down and tune in, and really prepare me for my meditation practice, which is what follows after my yoga practice. This whole morning routine is just about connecting with myself, connecting with my body, getting clear on how I want to move throughout the rest of the day, and really prioritizing the things that make me feel good, that ultimately allow me to thrive in all areas of my life. And after my yoga practice, it's time for my meditation practice. And I usually meditate for about 10 minutes, and I just focus on my breath, really tuning in, long, full, deep breaths, and reaffirming to myself that I am supported in anything else that I'm working towards. And then I read a passage in my daily Stoic book, and then I journal, and I use this time to write out things I'm manifesting or just kind of get my feelings out on the page. Then it's time to let the crazy little girls out and take them for a walk. They are so happy in the morning. It's such a mood booster. If you don't have a dog, you need to get one. They're the best. I usually throw on a podcast at this point. Right now I've been listening to Brene Brown, but I have a bunch that I love to listen to, and I take the dogs out for a walk, and we usually walk for about a mile. And this is the time that I listen to an inspiring podcast or a podcast that is informative, and it's just another great way for me to invest back into myself. And then once I get home, I tidy up the house a little. I'll light a candle, let my little RoboVac do its thing. And by this time, it's usually around 7:30. So I've already gotten so much done and it's only 7:30. Then I have my celery juice and I have my Body Bloom, which is a pre and probiotic drink. And I'll usually take those into the bathroom with me and start my little self-care routine. My self-care routine, again, is just about connecting with my body and investing back into myself and making myself feel good. I dry brush and I take a nice hot shower and I do some skincare, and it's just a really nice way to love on yourself a little bit. As far as skincare goes, I've been using BioClarity, but Drunk Elephant saw one of my recent videos and they sent me a bunch of new products, and you guys wanted a Drunk Elephant skincare routine review. So that's what I'm using this morning, trying out some fun new products, which is nice. And this is just a nice time for me to, again, love on myself, show myself some TLC, and do things that feel good. I also love ice rolling in the morning. It really helps my skin and my face feel a little less puffy. And then after my self-care and shower, I get dressed, usually into another workout outfit, if I'm gonna be honest. But the point of this, again, is to just get yourself ready for the day. I've noticed that getting myself ready, using my favorite perfume or body oil, and getting dressed in an outfit that makes me feel good just allows me to be more productive throughout the day. At this point, it's usually around 8:30 or 9, and I will make my morning matcha. I love coffee, but I tend to not respond well to coffee, so I've been doing matcha for quite some time now. I should also point out that I still haven't checked any text messages, haven't checked any emails, haven't logged on to Instagram. I'm doing this entire morning routine completely present. This entire morning routine really becomes a meditation in motion. In addition to my morning matcha, I'll take my vitamins and supplements. I usually just do a ginger shot, a clove of raw garlic, and my ritual vitamins, as well as a lipospheric C vitamin C pack. It's also worth mentioning that I've been drinking water this entire time as well. And then from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m., I've dedicated this time as a creative hour. So I use this time to work on something that I'm passionate about that's not directly related to work. So lately I've been writing either blog posts or outlining new podcast episodes or anything that is really sparking inspiration within me. I use this hour uninterrupted to create. And then around 10 a.m. is usually when I start to get hungry, so I make my breakfast. I have a couple of breakfasts that I like to make in rotation. Lately, it's been avocado toast on this gluten-free vegan sourdough bread with alfalfa sprouts and capers with some fresh tomatoes. It's so yummy. But I also love to do squash with coconut yogurt or granola or a green smoothie. I just try to listen to my body. At this point, before I start my emails, I like to kind of check in with my community on Instagram. So I like to take a little photo, hop on, say hello, and this is that point where my workday is starting. So once I do that, I get online, answer my emails, and start my admin work. And that, my friends, is my 5 a.m. morning routine. I'm so happy that I got to share it with you today, and it's just been so magical starting my days off in that way. If you have any questions, you can always leave me a comment below. Otherwise, it's time for me to go eat my breakfast and answer emails and do some admin work and start my day essentially. So I'm gonna leave you on that note, but thanks again for watching, and I will see you soon in an upcoming video. Bye.